Alright, so my phone is off because I can't afford to pay it. I don't know if I'll ever be able to afford to pay it again. I can't do the EBT stuff on my own. I just can't. I could if I had the forms. And I see your comments saying that I'm a horrible person because I took those shows away from you and you liked those shows, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you were bringing so much joy in mentally destroying people. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to take it from anybody. I'm not trying to profit off of anybody. I literally just wanted it to end. Just not them, not their show, not their money. Just the abuse upon me. That's all I wanted. All I wanted was to wake up and not have 15 people telling me to kill myself, calling me a murderer, saying horrible things, terrible things. These men were literally joking about how they love women's abuse shelters because that's where they house the abused women, and they go over there and piss over the fence at the abused women because they think that's hilarious. And you guys are paying for that, and you guys are laughing, and that's your morning joke. It's disgusting, and all I wanted was my life back. All I wanted is to not be told to kill myself, to not be called a liar, to not be called a murderer, to not have people threatening to come to my home, threatening to send animal shit to my home, threatening to send men to my home to rape me, putting my address on places and telling men to come and rape me. I'm asking too. That's apparently asking too much. It was asking too much to ask these men not to do this. To beg and plead for 3 months for these people to just leave me alone. When I had done nothing to them. They kept insisting that I apologize to them. For what? They started it. They literally began using my videos and telling their viewers that I was a murderer. And then they want an apology from me for getting upset about it. I have a right to get upset when people are coming to me in swarms calling me a murderer. I was just getting my life back. I just got my Section 8. I was supposed to be happy and safe. And now I'm not safe anymore there because I'm constantly in fear because all of these people have my address and all of these people want to hurt me. They want to hurt me bad. And they're not ever going to stop. I want my life back where I'm not having to go see my doctor every 2 weeks because I've had to increase my medication so much that now I have to see the doctor every 2 weeks to make sure that we've got the right dosage. I was on a cocktail that was working for a long time. I had to increase it. I had to add new medications. You have no idea how much stress that is on me. But to you guys, it's all just a big joke. It's all so funny. It's not funny to me. It's not a joke to me. I've lost everything. I've lost my ability to pay for my phone. I've lost my ability to get my food. You've contacted my friends off my friends list and told them not to donate to me so that nobody is ever going to help me again. You've contacted my family to lie. Why would an abusive family lie? Because they're abusive. That's why. They're going to continue lying. That's why you don't just call somebody. If somebody says my family's abusive, you don't call the family and say, oh, hey, she says you're abusive. Is that true? Because they're not going to be honest about it. Abusive families lie about the abuse. That's what they do. They stick together and they gang up on the one person that speaks out. I spoke out, and I'm going to continue speaking out, and I will never stop speaking out. ever. And I'm not doing that to hurt anybody. I'm doing it because I have to. Because people have to know that these people exist and that they're doing this to people. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that has been harassed to this point. And it's not... You're profiting, making hundreds of dollars a day off of a woman who is literally has nothing, has been homeless for 5 years and has done nothing to you. Now, all I ever asked for was for it to end. And now I'm a horrible person because their channels are gone. All I wanted was for them to stop killing me. All I wanted was to be allowed to play Pokemon and cook food in my new home and be happy and have a life. And that was taken away a month after I began having my home. A month. I had a home for 1 month before this began. After 5 years of being homeless. Have these men been homeless for 5 years? Were they only allowed to have a home for a single month before they started having hundreds of people tell them that they don't deserve to have a home and they should kill themselves? Because I don't think they have been. They've been making hundreds of dollars a day, every day for 3 months. Making sure that I stay destitute and miserable and in emotional distress 24/7. And all they had to do was stop. All they had to do was understand that their viewers and their fans were literally killing somebody and say, I don't want to take part in this anymore. We're not going to take part in the mental destruction of a unstable person. And stop using my videos, and stop calling me a liar, and stop calling me a murderer, and stop calling me all of these things. That was all that had to happen. That didn't happen. That was never going to happen because they can't accept that they're wrong. They can't accept that my family lied to them. They never will. And my family will never admit to lying to them, even though my Aunt Kathy has said so many different fucking stories that I don't understand how anybody can believe her. If you look through the comments, she's changed her story 20 fucking times. She said the first thing she said was that she paid me $10,000 to leave her family alone. And then when I said that was supposed to be insurance from me, while they never said I was supposed to leave her alone, she changed it and said, yeah, that was insurance. Well, then why did you say you paid me $10,000 to leave your family alone? Because you didn't. Because that was a lie. And then she contacted Virgie and she told him everything that would be needed to get my trust opened and to get the property. And she told him that all was needed was $10,000 and just go to the place and pay $10,000. Well, it seemed easy for everybody but me because I had lawyers, multiple lawyers, trying to get that trust unlocked, trying to get that property. They would not release it. They gave the information needed to these people that don't like me, but they wouldn't answer the phone calls from lawyers. They wouldn't answer the letters from lawyers for over a year. For over a year. Because I had a woman who was wanting to buy the property. She lived next door to it. And she wanted to buy it to add to her land so she could have her own little island out there. And they took care of me because they wanted that property. And they hired lawyers because they wanted that property. And they had me go up to Mr. John Crawford's office and cry and beg and plead with them to talk to me about this stuff because they kept saying, we can't talk to you. We have, we messaged your aunt. We have to give her time to respond. And if she doesn't respond, we can talk to you, but we have to go through your aunt. And my aunt never responded. Not ever. My Aunt Catherine, who was the executor of the estate, who was supposed to make sure I got everything, never responded to the lawyers because she knew that she didn't have everything she was supposed to give me anymore because Kathy destroyed the will. The will that still very much exists. There is still a will out there that states that I was supposed to receive everything. And Kathy destroyed all physical copies of it. Even Catherine was looking for the will because she knew she was supposed to read it. And she couldn't get a copy of it because Kathy had gone to the bank and taken the copy out of the safe deposit box. She took the copy out of the family will. There were 2 copies in the house that she took. She was messaging me on my Facebook, telling my friends not to worry, that the will was going to be read. It just took time. And I was stupid and didn't understand that will readings take time. Well, 5 years later, there's still no will reading. And everything I was supposed to have is gone. And she's doing interviews with people saying, well, all Mary had to do was come up with $10,000 and go here. It was so easy. If it was so easy, why the fuck couldn't the lawyers have figured it out for me? The people that wanted the property would have paid $10,000 if that's all it was. It's not all it was. This is killing me. Okay, I gotta breathe. And this is what keeps coming back to me. When I'm trying to relax, when I'm trying to watch a movie, when I'm trying to listen to music, what keeps coming back to me is my family and their lies about here. They're talking about how easy it was to actually get that trust open, when I know that I've tried for so long. And it kills me. It destroys me mentally because it keeps going around and around and around in my head. Why does my own family treat me like this? Why couldn't they have at least let me have the last thing my grandmother wanted me to have instead of putting me out on the street homeless and then giving all the information to some random person online? Like, I don't even know who Virgie is. I don't know his real name. I don't know if it's even really a male or a woman. But my aunt is giving him all the classified information that's needed to get a $150,000 property that was left to me. But she wouldn't tell the lawyers a goddamn thing. Fuck this. I don't even know where I'm at. I'm lost. I'm trying to find my fucking doctor's office, but they moved it. And it's harder to find now.